Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Anthony Denier, CEO of WeBull, to discuss the retail investor revolution and trends he's seeing in the marketplace. Anthony, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill. It's great to be back.
And tell me about your view of the three-pronged retail investing waves.
Right. So in recent history, I kind of look at this retail investing wave that we've seen in three different points, right? And they're pretty distinct, but substantial at the same time. The first one happened, pretty famously when the world went to zero commission, right? I mean, there was WeBull around trading at zero commission. There are other companies that were trading at zero commission. This wasn't a new phenomenon, but it was new to the mainstream. Charles Schwab, Fidelity, E-Trade, when they all announced this new zero commission policy, they spread it out amongst the airwaves. And the mainstream public now knew that they can trade for free without the barriers. And that was the first big wave of retail influx that we saw, right? The second, probably, a little more varied, but was COVID. I mean, to put it simply, right? There was a huge tailwind in COVID. People had more time. We all know the story. There was a huge dip in the market, and people saw this play out before. They saw it happen after 9/11. They saw it happen after the banking crisis in '08, and they saw it as an opportunity to buy when the market took that huge correction in March. And now they had more time to buy and spend some more time to open up a brokerage account. That to me was the second wave. And then probably most famous of all three is the most recent mania we've seen with GameStop and the Reddit stocks, with the new confluence between social media and investing now becoming intertwined, which we've never seen before. Now, stocks, like looking at stocks, has become a new form of entertainment. It's a brave new world, and those are the three things I think are most important.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, Anthony. For the 2 decades plus I've been doing this, I can't recall anything that is quite such the social experiment that we're seeing in the financial marketplace as we have with the Reddit crowd, if you will. So with that said, do you think there will be any new regulation as a result of the GameStop hearings? And if so, what do you think is most likely?
Yeah, I mean, I've thought a lot about this, and it echoes a lot back in the 90s when E-Trade was the new technology where anyone could, with an internet connection, can open up a brokerage account and trade. And it was seen as a real threat to the industry. And as a reaction, FINRA brought in the PDT rule, right, which is the day trader rule, where you're not allowed to trade more than 3 times in any given 5 trading sessions for anyone with any retail investor below 25,000. Now, I don't know if it'll be that severe in this case because technology has changed, but I think at the end of the day, what's going to happen is regulation that again handcuffs the retail investor from trading how they like to trade. I really hope it doesn't go that direction, but history does rhyme. So I am a little fearful of that.
And Anthony, I've been covering you the past 2 to 3 years, and I think what really stands out over the past year is the growth. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. It's been a pleasure. We have grown substantially at WeBull. I think the hardest part is keeping up with the scale, but we've managed to do that very, very well. It's one thing to grow in an industry that is unregulated, but to grow in a regulated industry is a completely different animal. So getting those right people on board, getting those right hires, making sure we have the right systems in place and the right protections for our customers is the most important for us. And we spend a lot of time and a lot of our energy now with customer education because of this new wave of retail investors that are new to investing. We need to guide them and show them the tools that they're using and how it may impact them in a real-time basis and really impact their wealth in a real way.
And to wrap up here, what's next for WeBull?
There's a lot of things that are coming up. I'm very excited. Global expansion into new asset classes, and expansion into new products. I mean, hint, fractional trading is happening everywhere, and I'm really excited to bring that to our users.
All right, Anthony, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.